What's more interesting is you brought up Aaron Rodgers,
Yes.
and I'm not gonna lie, I haven't put much thought into where I think he's going to go because it's
No.
obvious that he's not returning as a Jet.
No.
It seems like it's pretty mutual that this did not work out.
Well, it's
Or they decided
I
that.
don't know what it is with the Jets and wanting to figure everything the fuck out mid-season. Because they're do we bench him? Do we cut him? Do we whatever? It's like there's no rush to cut the dude. His contract's up after this year, right? They don't have to trade him
I
or anything.
believe so.
Okay. Um, yeah, there should be no rush. I mean, if Aaron doesn't want to play, Aaron at this point, if I was Aaron, I wouldn't want to play.
For the Jets,
Not right now. I
or
mean,
just play football.
no. Play for the
Oh,
Jets
okay,
this season.
okay.
It's like cut your losses now, get released, or just don't play or whatever. Do whatever. Go talk to some other teams. Go find
Well,
a team to play for. But
where? That's the question. That's what you
so I
asked
mean, we're
me.
looking at a lot of young quarterbacks on teams.
Can we go through the knots first? I think that'd be easier.
That'd be much easier.
So,
And there's a lot.
so we can
So
go through the knots. I'll start I got the
I'm looking at
AFC.
just the divisions right
So
now.
AFC East.
Yeah.
So we know he's not going back to the Jets. I think
No.
Patriots obviously they're going to run
They're
with this
sticking with
next
Drake. It would be absurd to bring in somebody
Dolphins
else.
obviously are a no.
Dolphins are
Dolphins
the
are a
only
no.
team that is a maybe. It's a very, very small, tiny maybe. The Bills are an absolute no.
Dolphins are such a no, but if you want to put them in the maybe,
Now, if the Dolphins were smart and didn't put all their trust into a guy with 8 brain cells, then they would maybe try to go after
I'll
him.
put them in a maybe. I'll put
But
them.
I don't think he's staying in the AFC East.
I don't think so. Cincinnati's a no. Cleveland. I don't think. See, here's the thing. I don't think he's going to
I
any
don't
of these
think Aaron's gonna want to
franchises
go.
with a bad history of quarterbacks, with bad quarterback history.
No.
I just don't think it's gonna
Well,
happen.
I mean, he went to the Jets.
Okay, so then it's
They
Cleveland.
have one of the worst quarterback histories ever.
So, okay, then to me, Cleveland is as much as a maybe as Miami. If
Sure.
that's the level for maybes.
Well, I mean, my thing is there's just not a lot of teams. It's like we're gonna have to.
All right, we'll see that. Baltimore, obviously not. Pittsburgh, no chance. Indianapolis, no. I think if
sticking with AR for
Richardson
whatever
stays
reason.
healthy, they're gonna continue to rock out with that experiment.
Yeah.
Does he go to Florida and play in Jacksonville?
Uh,
No, I'm pretty sure Trevor Lawrence is still sitting on that fat ass contract.
I forgot about Trev. I'm an idiot. Yeah, no, not a chance.
But I mean, if in a world where they want to, fuck,
yeah,
they're a no.
Texans the Titans are a
no.
potential.
Tennessee, to me,
I'd stick with Will.
Yeah, if Miami's if New England's a no because of Drake May, then Tennessee's a no because of Will Levis. Yeah. The Broncos, honestly, no. They found their shit with Bo Nix. They're figuring out with him. Chargers, nope. Chiefs, nope. Raiders.
Raiders are very big possibility.
All right, so Vegas is a possibility. I like that
Vegas is going to be at the end of this pretty high up on that list probably.
Commanders, nope. Dallas, nope. Philly, nope. New York Giants.
You think he stays in New York?
I don't think he
bought a cribbo. So.
I don't think he stays there, but I'll go New York Giants in the maybe column. Bears, nope. Lions, nope. Packers, nope. Vikings,
maybe. I mean, shit. They were trying to trade Stafford to him, fucking 2 weeks ago.
Man, I'll put him in the maybe. I guess. Tampa
but
Bay,
highly doubtful. Yeah.
No, Atlanta.
No,
I don't think Atlanta's jumping from just
Dude, they just signed Kirk for 4 years, 160.
Dude, they might cut their fucking losses the way they're playing.
They should have cut their losses and never fucking brought him in.
Carolina,
potentially. I don't think he's going to go into that poverty.
I think he'd.
I'm just talking about quarterbacks who could not be playing next year.
I think he'd be more interested in playing for New Orleans than Carolina.
But the another thing is like there's a lot of dudes in college right now who have struggled. There isn't like a clear, like a lot of quarterbacks. Like last year, it was a clear one, not a clear, but a clear few guys up there.
It was a clear one.
This year, you got Cam, but then you got dudes like Carson Beck who shit their pants. Shaduki Sanders, no one knows where he's going to be. So you're going to hold out and play for the Cowboys or whatever. Um,
I mean,
yeah, I don't know.
I think he'd be more interested in the Saints than playing for the Panthers.
A-Rod?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Which is a
that wouldn't be
possibility, but I don't think it goes down to New Orleans either. And in the final, you got the NFC West. Now,
any of them.
obviously,
All four of them.
but there's one that everybody
Yeah, I know.
knows that he would want,
Of
and it's
course.
San Fran.
Yeah.
So San Fran, I guess we can throw the Rams on there, and I don't think he's testing Seattle or Arizona.
No.
So as of right now, we put in Vegas, San Fran, and the Rams as contenders, and maybes we put Miami, Minnesota, Cleveland, New Orleans, and the Giants. Do any of those maybes touch those other three? I don't think they do. So we've come down to three possibilities: the Las Vegas Raiders, the San Francisco 49ers, or the LA Rams. I
At this
personally,
point, I think if we take out where he's from, I think the Raiders is the most possible fit.
if he can go, I think the Rams stick with Stafford. If he can go, if he can go next year, I do think they stick with him. If he spontaneously
And
calls
it's
it a
like
career,
we know that Aaron's good and can be good and whatever, but you're gonna replace Stafford with a dude who's coming off a 3-8 Jet season or whatever. I don't know.
now,
Like
well,
with
still though, when
Purdy, I
you look,
still
if you
think that
look at that offense, that it would be
sure.
ridiculous. But the same thing.
But Coop is older and
But it's the
I don't know.
same thing with It's the same shit with the Niners. If you looked at that team, I mean, it's beautiful. It'd be
But
beautiful adding Aaron Rodgers to that
both
team.
the Rams and the Niners, I don't know. They need to shake things up a little bit
The
because they're running with very injury prone guys who are getting older, getting a little bit slower. We don't know how much time Kittle's got, and I don't know. We'll see.
this could be a dumb question, but I do think it is legit to ask. Does Devontae follow him?
I don't care.
No, no, no. Do you think Devontae's following him?
Yeah,
So then he's not going back to Vegas.
no.
He's not going back to Vegas. He's
But it's
not
like,
going.
are we going to try to go through another 2 to 3 year process with a team and where Aaron's calling the shots and they're going to try to rebuild?
Do you think Aaron and Antonio Pierce wouldn't be the most toxic relationship, quarterback head coach
AP's
relationship?
out of that bitch, dude.
What just fucking happened in New York? Robert Sala's out of there, dude, and nothing changed.
No, agreed.
So
But
I'm saying like
no,
that.
no, no, no,
It's
no. I'm
to
saying
me.
no. I'm not.
The,
I'm not saying mid-season. I'm saying Antonio Pierce probably won't be the head coach
but
next year.
then they're gonna pick somebody based on who Aaron wants.
Agreed. True.
To me, the more we
He
talk
needs
about
a.
Vegas, like it's yeah, they need him the most. But if I'm the Niners, well, see, the same thing is like, God damn it.
I mean, do you waste any any thought of what Purdy can do?
Because if you're locked in on thinking Brock Purdy if his ceiling is whatever you think it is, there's no going back to him if you gave Aaron the keys.
No. I mean, I don't think Brock Purdy would sit and be two
So
after.
I look at it. I look at all. Let's look at it like this. I think that Vegas, there's just too many. There's too many moving parts. There's too many factors. There's a Devontae factor. There's the just the toxic, just the toxic shit going on with
But
Vegas.
I mean, Devontae might go with him, but at the same time, I don't really
You just-
care if he does.
but it's not if you care. I understand if we don't care about a lot of these motherfuckers, but we know he went to play for the Jets to play with Aaron Rodgers. He's not staying in New York.
Fuck no.
He's not staying there.
Now, what would be cool if he does go to the Niners?
Who?
Purdy goes and signs with, because this is Purdy's contract year. Purdy goes and signs with the Jets.
See, okay.
Go get paid by the Jets, brother.
It could be a contract year situation where
Like, I don't think that the Niners are going to shell out for Purdy, especially if they have a bad year this year. But I do think that another team would shell out a little bit
but if
to
the
go get
Rams
a dude like Brock Purdy.
But if the Rams were willing to trade Stafford mid-season, I mean, who's to say that they won't replace him with Aaron Rodgers?
Well, I think that trade was more so for the Vikings' sake, and I think that there would have been some picks thrown in and some future
I guess,
options for the Rams.
but they, but still, if it to
Yeah, no,
even
there's
consider
no
giving
100%
Stafford
on
up,
Stafford being there next year for sure.
if we're gonna consider if we're gonna consider them giving Stafford up, you got to consider 15 of these quarterbacks being given
Yeah,
up.
sure.
I mean,
Agreed.
why are any of these quarterbacks safe?
Now, do you think A-Rod gets Belichicked next year? Do you think teams go, yeah, we don't want to deal with this? Do you think they're willing to
Out of the
take on him?
three, out of the three, I think San Fran would be the most to not play, even though they kind of dealt with Ayuk's bullshit.
Well, I think that Aaron has to take a back seat to all this and kind of understand that if he does go to an established organization like the Niners with an established head coach, he's got to let them handle that shit.
But you got to think, like, maybe it might not be shown as much, but Stafford calls shots. Stafford makes decisions, but he still has a great head coach in Sean McVay.
Of course.
So I think there's a world where if Sean McVay can coach Matt Stafford, he can coach Aaron Rodgers.
Yes.
So I'm knocking Raiders out, and I'm thinking, do you replace Matt Stafford with Aaron Rodgers, or do you let Purdy walk and you bring in Aaron?
With the Niners, I don't think it'd be too bad of a problem to let Stafford walk, depending on how the rest of this year goes. We'll see where he's at physically and shit. But I think with the age of this 49ers team, with the possibility for injury from all of these dudes, I think Purdy hasn't been able to get it done. You've only truly got 1 to 2 more years with this team the way it is. Probably one. With Debo, Ayuk, Kittle, and CMC. Maybe bring on Aaron. And let Purdy walk, because this team is not built for the future. This team is built for Brock Purdy to win now. If Brock Purdy's not winning now, ship him off, throw Aaron in.
Yeah, Rams is definitely
and
more...
let Brock go develop somewhere else, because we don't know how good he is outside of how good the rest of this core is. The kid's fucking 26. He can go play on the Jets for a few years and develop or whatever. Or get work. Who knows?
Rams are definitely set for more of a future
yes.
future run.
And Stafford's what? 36, 37? I'd rather have him than a 40-year-old.
Stafford is definitely old. All right.